The storm that threatened Herod's house struck his son by Mariam Alexander, bursting about his head with all its violence. There were three eunuchs whom the king valued most highly, as is plain from the offices entrusted to them. One was detailed to pour out his wine, and one to serve his dinner, while the third put him to bed and slept in his room. These Alexander had induced by large presents to minister to his unnatural lust. When this came to the king's ears, he put them to the torture, and they at once confessed their criminal association, disclosing also the promises which had tempted them to it. They had been deceived by Alexander, who told them not to rest their hopes on Herod, a shameless old man who dyed his hair, unless that made them really think he was young, but to turn to Alexander, who would succeed to the throne whether Herod liked it or not, and at no distant date would settle accounts with his enemies and bring prosperity and happiness to his friends, above all to themselves. They added that leading citizens had secretly offered their services to Alexander, and that the generals and other officers of the army were conferring with him behind closed doors. These revelations so alarmed Herod that he dared not immediately publish them, but sent out secret spies night and day to investigate all that was done or said. All suspects were at once executed. Complete anarchy reigned in the palace. To suit his personal animosity or hatred, everyone invented slanders, and many availed themselves of the royal lust for blood to get rid of their rivals. Any lie found immediate acceptance, and the punishment came more swiftly than the slander. The man who had just accused another was himself accused, and he and his victim were led off to execution together, for the king's inquiries were cut short by the danger to his life. He became so embittered that he never smiled, even at those not accused, and was ready to bite the heads off his friends.